welcome to our show, and today we will talk about how to drive business with Facebook pages, which are the business page of the feature. What we're going to cover today is page design. We'll talk about the content. We'll talk about the menu features. We talk about the Messenger and then the Facebook Live. Let's talk about Facebook design first. The important part of a Facebook page, because you have two factors. You have the page, a Facebook page, you have your website. And I suggest that you separate these two platforms concretely, because the Facebook page is the opportunity where you can refresh it daily with things, what's happening in your hotel, around your hotel, in the destination. And when you make the design, be different from the competitors. There are so many things you can do with this page, which Facebook is giving you, and it doesn't cost you. The cost, of course, is the production cost, because you need to have a very high quality digital image when you make this. And the second part is, of course, I suggest that you look at the Facebook page as your private TV channel. It is your TV channel where you can go daily live, you can have news of the day, because every day is a unique story in your hotel and in your destination. And this gives you the chance to do something even more, go deeper into using the Facebook and to reach your customer than you ever thought before. And I think this is hope this gives you a takeaway. But let's take a look at what some hotels are doing, and which are have done a very good job in their sources. One of my favorite hotels in Finland is the Arctic Treehouse Hotel. They are very well known to they are getting huge design awards, and with their Studio Puisto architectural firm that created this hotel, and people come to see the Aurora Borealis. The way they are showing the Aurora Borealis, of course, is when you sit in your bedroom, you can see this beautiful sky lighting up through your bedroom window, and this is the main feature how they are showing this on their Facebook page. It's very dramatic, and this is the way how they are managing this. Let's take another look at in a different hotel. Now we're going to Malta. Hotel Giuliani is a hotel at St. Julian Bay in Malta. It's a small area, but they are very well known for the hotels and restaurants. And this hotel is located smack in the middle of Giuliani. Now they are using the live header for their to feature the hotel. It creates an interesting buzz, what the hotel is all about. You know, it's about the buzzing nightlife, it's what's happening at the bay, and it has a very much of a hip approach. And I think this is a very interesting way how they are promoting their hotel. So, just as a recap, when you make the design, it's very important that you be different to your competitors. And you take the TV channel approach, because this is your TV channel where you can feature things much faster. You can create those features on your own channel than you can do on your web page. And that's why the Facebook gives you an opportunity to do that. So if you like this feature and this content so far, press the share button and share with your friends. Give me a comment. I'd like to hear what you have to read, what you have to say about this. What do you think? Do you think a TV channel approach is a good idea? If it's a good idea, give me your thumbs up. Next, we will move then into the content. Now, the content is of course the meat of the Facebook page. What I mean with content is that you have an opportunity to do something very different than you may want to do on your web page. On the top, I put use tagging to increase reach. It's a little bit of a cheeky way how you can increase your reach by you see a guest who is very happy staying in your hotel, and you ask permission from the guest that could we take a selfie together, and just maybe before they're leaving or during their stay, and with your permission, may I tag you on this picture? So basically, what you are doing, you have the hotel's Facebook page. You take the selfie. You ask the permission from the guest that you can tag them. Tagging means that you write in the comment their Facebook ID with the at in the front, and that's how this will then be reached to all their friends. So if they have 2,000 friends on the Facebook page, basically this picture taken at your hotel will be shown to all their friends, and that's how what we are calling the increase of reach. But I think it is very important that you first of all ask the permission from the guest that to take the picture. Number two, you ask the permission that can they be tagged, that they will also aware that they'll be seen on the hotel's Facebook page. Very important. The second part is promotions and sweepstakes. Now you can do quick sweepstakes, meaning people love to be part of the competition. But the key of those competition and sweepstakes, they should not be very long winding. They should be quick things. It could be surveys, could be just survey, or you are asking some interesting question for them and you ask them to join this competition. And of course you reward them for this because people want to be rewarded, and you invite them to come back to see who the winner was, and they in 1 week or 2 weeks time. Don't drag long. You should not drag on long these sweepstakes for a long time because people get bored and they're forgetful by nature. At least I am. So just make those quick sweepstakes. Even though second part is limited time and early bird offers. I always am the proponent that the social media should be to build up your brand, enhance your brand, to grow your audience so you can engage and get more followers. But also there's a case to provide limited time early bird offers. And this is something that you may want to do exclusively for those people who are on your Facebook page. And one of the tricks, of course, is that when you go live, you give a limited time early bird offer. So people who are joining you on the live broadcast, you give them a code that if you are joining for this broadcast, you will be entitled to a special rate for your stay during the particular time period. So that's a way how you can do this. And the offer expires when the live is offer, and this live features show is over. But of course, if you do this kind of offer, you will need to remember to remove this live show from your Facebook page, because otherwise people will look at the repeat and they are replay and they will use the code. So just as a tip, this works very well on some other social media platforms like Instagram, where you don't have a replay feature. But this is an opportunity to do something very special. Then you can also look at your distress inventory. You have rooms that you're not able to sell for there's a soft period. You can actually put those rooms available for sale on Facebook rather than putting it on your web page. And you focus on the web page to refresh the web page with some other feature, but use the Facebook to have those quick turnaround promotions. Live video is the feature. Now Facebook is all in on live video. That's why they give every single user. It used to be what they call the verified users, which were the few selected people who could go live. But now everybody can go live. And this gives you the chance to promote. And that's why I promote this TV channel approach. And I will share with you some tools You don't not expensive tools, how you can go live and do very successfully these live. And we will dig in a little bit deeper in future shows about some strategy and tips and tricks how to manage the live show feature. But this is a very essential part of Facebook. People like to see different pictures. People like to see different live features. Some successful hotel chains, independent hotels, have small clips, 5-second clips that are changed on daily basis. That gives you a little bit of a glimpse of the life behind the scenes of the hotel. It gives you the glimpse of what's happening now in preparation for some festive period. And so these are the ways, and also the preparation for some festive period you do live. To go back to Kunjo in Dusit, I went to their website, to the Facebook page, and they went into the kitchen, and they had a chef who was preparing some Thai dishes there, and it was very intriguing. And it was and I can hear Kunjo's voice in the background, giving he was sort of giving the discussion on what was going on in this, and this is a very excellent way how you can entice and get your guest interested and customers interested to come back again. But don't forget also the destination pictures, because destination is part of your hotel. So you're not only you're not an island as a hotel, you're also the part of a destination. So, and think on the point of view that you should be the community driver, the engine of the community that supports not only your own hotel, but also support the businesses around you. And encourage comments and engagement when you go live, or even in your postings, because Facebook will notice this, and this has a very important factor of how you are seen by Facebook and how they are ranking in you in their news feed. So what we talked about was the tagging, promotion and sweepstakes. Use the Facebook as a sales tool to offer limited time early bird offers, sell some distressed inventory, and the live video revolution is here, as someone said a few years ago. It truly is here. And so be ready for it if you're not already ready. And then how to be the engine of the community with promoting your own destination. And of course, encourage comments and engagement. So if you like this portion of this content, press a share it with your friends. Give me a thumbs up if you think if this gave you value and you learned something that you can use in your own business. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that already. Now let's move on to the next feature, which is the menu. I think it's very important to keep the menu very simple. Not to confuse, because people don't spend a lot of time if you're overcomplicating things. So it's very important that you keep it very simple and a few buttons that they can press and they get the job done. And one of the things is that the menu feature I would put is obviously the guest review is a very important part. You will put the latest, your own updates. And of course, you can put the book now button. Some hotels like to use the call now. So you have an option, call now or book now. Your preference. Here's another hotel that is one of my favorite hotels. It's called Hotel Altstadt in Vienna. And look at the mood has changed from the Arctic Lapland to and the buzzing Julian Bay in Malta to Vienna. Here someone is enjoying a nice Viennese coffee while they're writing some postcards. The good traditional way, sending postcards to your friend. But more importantly, look behind the wrist where you see book now. And that's where the feature of the Facebook comes very, very much handy. Now we move over to the next part, which is the messenger. Now, Messenger is a very essential part, as I mentioned earlier, that in Facebook, you have a separate app called Messenger app. And there you can actually send sponsored messages. You can do messenger interfaces and messenger bot. Let me give you an example of this. If you look at this is the Hotel Altstadt in Vienna again. They have a feature here now, which you can see on the bottom to the right. Their message app is up there. So when the hotel is online, it encourages you to have a conversation. And of course, that's when someone is live on from the hotel side there, and they will reply. But there's another side to this, and which you can do, and that is basically the messenger bots, which is the latest feature. And the messenger bots gives you a chance to do something more than you ever could before. You can actually automate response, and what you can do is that and provide support, particularly with some common questions that customers have. And for instance, if somebody writes a question in the messenger, with a messenger chatbot or Autobot, you can then put, is this question relating to A? Is this your question relating to B? Is this question relating to C? So if you press B, then it will give you a response to that. And this is a way you can do then the automated respondents. And also another way how you can handle this is that when you are live, and if you want to create a opt-in, it's called a lead magnet or a special offer, and during the live show, and if you're talking about the special offer, and you can encourage people to write in the comment, let's say, code. And in this code, when you're writing code in the comment, immediately that triggers an automated response from this messenger bot to your messenger. And that's how you can see how they are automate a lot of things. So what are the tools? How am I going to use this separate feature? Well, there are a couple of programs which are popular. One is called Chat Fuel, and the second is called ManyChat. And the cost of a ManyChat is you have usually a free trial, and then you have $10 or $10 a month, I think. And that's where you can actually just build up this feature for your messenger bot. But I think this is really the future, and not it's the current, because the system is available, and it's only restricted with your imagination how you want to use this. It can be, for some people think it's annoying they're getting things, but you can also put some features that if people, as an opt-in, or opt-out, if people don't want to be receiving these messages, then of course by courtesy they can opt out. But it turns out to be very popular. You know, the traditional way of building your email list is not replacing that feature by opting in from an email, but also the messenger. You can reach directly the customer on their messenger box, so that you're building up your list on the messengers directly, not as an email, but as a ID of Facebook. So if you found value of this feature, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Would you like to know more about the messenger bot, how it works? Give me a big yes. YESS with 2 S. That means it's very important. Once I get enough S's, I will create a special show, and I will deep dive into this topic, because I think this could be very, very useful for you to drive business for your hotel. So our next and final part of this show is my favorite, the Facebook Live. Now, Facebook Live is designed in a way that Facebook really goes all out on live video. Even though right now 2 to 3% of all the posts are live, it's going to be even more and more important, and Facebook will reward you for this. Facebook, the way they're looking at things, if they see a lot of live features, if they see active engagement, active commenting, sharing, they will feature you in the news feed, and they will lift up your presence in the overall structure of Facebook. And how can you get engagement and comments? The best way is, in my opinion, is the Facebook Live, because that's where you are engaging. You can answer questions as they are given, and you can respond to them directly. And people will appreciate that. I think this is a very positive way how you can make a difference in Facebook. If you look at most of your competitors are not using the live feature, maybe for the opening of the hotel, maybe once a year, or there might be a video that goes back to remember the Ice Bucket Challenge 2014? Some hotels still have that on as their only video, but we're talking about live video, and it will stay as a feature on your Facebook page, that video. And if it's a very interesting story, you can actually cut it and edit it and to iMovie and upload it to your YouTube channel. And this is a way how you can, what we call, repurpose that video clip. And I think this is something that I enjoy doing. I put some of my shows, particularly my last week's show, I edited it on iMovie and I uploaded it to my YouTube channel. And I think this is a way you can also do it. So if you go to B8B Hospitality or at Sam Eriks on YouTube, you will find that show how I put it together. And iMovie has a great feature where you can edit it, put some subtitles, you can put some music in the beginning, which gives it a little bit of a flair. So it's a very good possibility how you can do it. So this is again emphasizing that TV channel is your brand. And so this is the key feature I want to say. Now, you also, when you go live, you can also include a transcript. That means that there's a feature that once it be on a replay, it will show the text, because did you know that majority of the people do not listen to the audio on the Facebook? I can see that on my analytics that they're not doing that. Not only me, but majority of the people are not listening. They're just watching what's going to happen. So that explains the reason why you need to put some beautiful pictures and put some additional picture on top of your live and create some activity there. The toolbox. So what kind of tools do I need? Well, you need an iPhone or Android or Samsung phone. You need to have good lighting, and I'll put that into the comment. You see the lighting I have is partly daylight, but I also use a LED light because I think it's important that, and for the viewer, it's important that you can see the person very clearly. Thirdly is the microphone. There are several inexpensive microphones. You can have a small lavalier that you attach to your shirt. Microphones, you can spend $40 US, or even less for a decent microphone, because people will look at the end also who want to listen to what you have to say. It should be very clear, and the volume should be just perfect for them to hear. And then the final part, of course, is a tripod. So you can go live directly from your iPhone or from your device and click the button, and you can go immediately live. And you don't need anything more than that. And you can tell your story, because every day is a unique story. So today we covered a number of things as a recap. We talked about the page design to separate yourself from the competition and use the tools that Facebook can give you. Love the live movement on the header. We talked about the content, how you take advantage of Facebook to refresh the content about your hotel on Facebook, where you are doing some other things on your web page. But also you can do ways how you can drive your audience to the web page for other things. So there are many ways how you can use this. And then we talked about menu features to keep it very simple. And we talked about Messenger. Now the Messenger, I think, is something that you may want to really seriously consider. And if you want some more information on how to use the Messenger and the Messenger bots, then let me know. I will dig into that. I will dive deeper into this topic. And finally is the Facebook Live, which I talked about. And so that's the show of today. So I just want to thank you very much for joining in this show today. And I really appreciate that you took the time. And we'll see you next week. So every Wednesday is a unique story, and I will feature something interesting that will create value for you, how you can grow your business on the digital marketing. So until next week, have a good week and see you then. Thank you.